That was the first time that's happened since I've had this. Yeah, belly full as well. Without the fan, it's cooled off a little bit. Actually, put my hoodie on. Yeah, I'm sorry that if it bothers people, but if I'm hot, I'm not gonna sit here. I mean, if I didn't have the fan on, I'd be sitting here in my drawers, and I don't think anybody wants that in case my phone pops out. Freaking 101. So now I feel pressure. Now for pressure to pull a 101 out of 2022 update. What's going on in Ottawa? Declares emergency as protests spin out of control. You mean they actually do protests in Canada? What? I want the chat. Thank you. If I'm not. Yep. Huh. They must have been Trump followers. Sounds about right. Man, you guys are getting more American every day. And that's not a good thing. What's up, Adam? What's up, Troy? Asleep? It's only 10 o'clock. Well, almost. It's funny, one of the big companies just not worry about that. Wait, Canada's got their own Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, or are you talking about America? Because I know we got one. Well, it's not a tomb; it's a grave. I don't know where you're at, Troy, but I'm in California, so I got West Coast time here. Jeff is at East Coast time, so. Okay, I'm gonna keep these for now. I don't know. How does a Diamondbacks fan find their way into Mississippi? That's some interesting little story I would like to hear. Greg Townsend. Yeah, Pitbull sucks. That's the only thing that from the Super Bowl I want to see is the halftime show. Got Snoop and Dre and Eminem and Mary J. Blige, and then they got that other guy. I don't even know who the hell he is. That still doesn't tell me how a Diamondbacks fan gets over there. That's even a more interesting question. How do you being from Louisiana be a Diamondbacks fan? I just like to know history about people. Like I get a lot of people asking me how I'm a White Sox and Bulls fan living in California, and I'm born and raised in California. My wife said they were already making jokes about the football game at Dre's new concert. Probably getting their stuff warmed up, ready for the game. Like right now, they'll do all their little practicing before the big game because it's next week, I think, ain't it? So. I really don't care who wins, but I'm pulling for the Bengals because a selfish reason. Because if the Rams win, then the Raiders can't say that they're the only team that's won a Super Bowl in each city that they represented. Since the Rams happened to win one in St. Louis. The Raiders won one in Oakland and two in LA. Which I find funny that the Raiders won a Super Bowl in LA faster than the Rams have. The Rams started off in LA. The Raiders moved to LA. Hold on. Let me. Okay. Moved to Arizona for work. Didn't follow baseball much there. My dad didn't really do any sports, and there wasn't any baseball in Louisiana. And I found the Diamondbacks. It's kind of odd. I don't know what that. You moved to Arizona. Didn't go with the Diamondbacks there. Moved to Louisiana. Depending on what part of Louisiana you live in. Sheldon Johnson, Gracie Council, Maddie Conzo. Ooh, them some fighting words around here. We got a lot of people subbed here that likes the Yanks. So. Well, I get you. And then we got a Blue Jay fan that doesn't like the Yankees. Valley? What do you mean, Valley, Troy? What valley are you referencing to? Oh, the Phoenix area is the valley. Ah, well, I was just wondering because where I live in California, it's called the Central Valley. So I just when you said valley, I was wondering what you meant by that. Good to know though. Some clarification. Don't need that one. Nope. So Robert, did you get my email last night? Well, I don't like LA other than the Kings. So mm, until the Lakers get rid of LeBron, I won't care for the Lakers. I definitely don't like the Dodgers. I cannot stand the Dodgers. Can't stand the Angels. Mostly because of the bandwagon fans that are here. Well, let me clarify. I said fans. I didn't say anything else. If you heard something else, that was different. But bandwagon fans that are here in the part of California where I live, you'll never see Niner fans. You'll never see Laker fans. You'll never see Dodger fans. You'll never see Trojan fans. You'll never see Giant fans. You'll never see Angel fans when they're losing. But once they start winning, every single buddy here is a fan of them. So awesome. Yeah, I sent out emails and messenger messages to people who I have on Messenger to let them know that their package have been created and done. Do what you need to do, Beast. We're all about sharing and growing everybody's channels here. No problem, man. How did your thing go, Adam? It's a rookie card. Keep it. Oh yeah, they do that here too. At least the Grand Ripper is gonna get something good. Crap. So this is one of the autographs from the Archives hobby box I got. That you missed out on, Jeff. And this was the other one. It was funny because it was the last 2 packs, literally the last 2 packs of the bottom. They have the hobby box, the last 2 packs, this one and this one. The second to last pack, this Jim Cat autograph was there, and in the very last pack, the Carlos Zambrano. Me being a White Sox fan, I have no use for Twins players, so I'm gonna send this one and that Burt Blyleven to Miss Farnham. Oh, it's number 2. I didn't even look at that. Focus. $237 out of $249. Didn't even notice that. And Carlito is not. I don't know what it is with these twin autographs, but they seem to be plaguing me so far. And of course, that was the first one I got. PC Raiders, White Sox, Bulls, LA Kings, Bo Jackson, Frank Thomas, Nolan Ryan, Ken Griffey Jr. That's just Wayne Gretzky. Those are just like of course, Michael Jordan. That's the short list. Because then you also got guys like Ozzie Smith, not too much Jeter person, but Ryan Sandberg, Roger Clemens, mostly people I grew up with watching. And I keep rookies for 5 years, the newer rookies. Mark McGwire, Barry Bonds, but Robin Yount. Yeah, I got that Vladdy in there too. Used to be a whole bunch of others, but I got tired of lugging around all my collections, so I started on JV. I definitely do JV. I had to start cutting down on a lot of them because I got tired of moving around, carrying up 12 to 15 totes full of cards. Oh, I still got some Dr. Pepper left. Long as always. Cal Ripken, of course. Yep, these are the 2011 update series that hobby box that I just opened earlier. Randy Johnson, of course. Jeff Bagwell. Aaron Judge too, because Aaron Judge actually went to the college that's my favorite football team. I have a very loose collection of those. I also pulled this one too. Oh yeah, these are archives. Because I just got done doing this. So this was from the 21 update hobby box. These are from archives now. I think he's buried somewhere. Yeah, he got buried somewhere. Where'd he go? Oh, Barry Larkin too. Also, Daryl Strawberry. Also, there he is. This is a 101. I pulled out an update. The second time I pulled the 101 out of an update. I did one, pulled a 101 from 2020 update, and now pulled one from a 101 from 21 update. So now I have pressure put on me to pull a 101 from update 2022. Yeah, that Hank is a oh, Dave Winfield also do. Oh yeah, I pulled this one too. Yeah, that Hank Aaron is a very common Donnie baseball. This Manny Machado, 92 out of 125, little green paper. You can see the difference. Base to the right and then the number to the left. And this bow. I think Corey said this was a hot or red flame or something like that. That's number 2 out of 50. Used to do Will Clark, but he was a casualty to the cut. I do collect Pudge as well. Got a Chris Bryant alert. Used to collect Paul Molitor. Or do I still? Yeah, I still do. Or that I don't. And this is a numbered card on. This is 14 out of 25. Got a whole bunch of print lines all over it. Check where goes Adam. You're gonna start flexing Chris Bryant. Yeah, a whole bunch of those number cards and rookie cards. Top, oh my god, it was just horrible. It was just print line after print line after print line after print line. It's like, Jesus. Even on that Jim Cat autograph, there's a print line on the right side of the card. Good God. Where'd the card get in there? Who knows? I mean, because they're buying tops, so who knows if that'll get fixed or not. They'll probably keep the same people working, the same lackeys at tops. I just hope that they're what you call it? Their turnaround for redemptions gets a little bit faster. Which reminds me, I still gotta scratch off that redemption I got. What's up, Oregon? You would hope that it wouldn't, but the way businesses are running nowadays. Okay, just fall down there. You never know. You never know. The one thing that I hope and pray that Fanatics will do that'll change. So we'll never, ever, ever, ever have to have it again for as long as they own the rights. And that's this. Get rid of this. Stupid landscape cards. The Rangers. We want to get rid of the Rangers. I think I've already separated all these. I know, but I was talking about the landscapes. There's no point in having landscapes. It came out of a pack, I think. Or they were, I don't remember where I got them from. Actually. I think I got them. Oh, I know where I got them from. The Grim Reaper. He had some packs that he picked up some of those Tops 206 packs from his LCS, and um, he had like a mixer. I think he had a mixer sponsorship, and that was one of the packs. It was like it had like 2 footballs and that 206. So I've never seen them, so I just didn't get anybody I want out of them. So I pass them on to somebody else. And they're from 2005 or 6 or something. So nothing that I want from them. Just put them in a team bag and sell them off. All you guys right here, I have no emotional attachment to them. I don't need them around. All right, Troy, thanks for stopping by. Who you blessing there, Oregon? Oh, that water tastes good. I sneezed? No. Thank you. I didn't realize I sneezed. Focusing on this. I mean, I'll take it. I mean, I'll never turn down being blessed. Bird freaking by now. Don't know how much weight I have in that department. That don't matter. Depending on what the non-sport is. idea why this is such a thick thing. Signatures from historical figures, and those are pretty good to have. They're pretty valuable. I'm gonna add another one of those. Here's a printing plate that I pulled. Yep. If you count the printing plate. Two regular 101s and then a 101 printing plate. Well, when you're pulling hobby boxes, you're expecting to get something like that. So, I still have packs from the hobby boxes that I've opened. I got this one. This was Mojo's from a Saturday. This is my keeping a single Saturday box. All four of these rows. These are the hobby packs that I still have. These are the fat pack aisle, but this is just a regular 2020. These are all hobby packs right here. All that is hobby packs. No, I've seen many of them pulled. Well, not many, but I've seen enough of them pulled. Yeah, but that's like the third one I've seen pulled out of a hobby box for Donruss from 2021. For some, I guess they decided to put a printing plate in each box or something. I remember I was gonna, Shy City was gonna have a go buy one when they had a release date from his LCS, and he asked if anybody was interested, and I was the first one to say something. But since his since he's on a different time than I am, I was asleep when he sent the message, and he ended up taking it for himself, and he ended up getting a printing plate. But the person who he got a printing plate of wasn't anybody spectacular. I can't remember who it was. I was like, I missed out on the printing plate, and then when I pulled that one, I was like, oh, well, you missed this one, Jeff. It's from the Mosaic hobby box. But you were too busy to watching racing to watch me pull. So, because I'm gonna tell Jeff that he missed out on a Mosaic break. Yeah, but you know me, you don't ever want to miss out on something I have. You never know what you're gonna miss out on. I wasn't gonna open this, but after the letdown on the mega box of Flux and the letdown of the hobby box of Archives, and then not just the letdown, but the annoyance of all the printing lines. I decided to go with Mosaic, and it let me down a little bit. Definitely with the autos. And then I was like, oh, well, I can't do this. That's why I did that hobby box of update. And the hobby box of update did better to me than all these put together. Told me to keep that one. Fudge, DJ. I told you I was going to be on today. I just didn't know what was going to be going on. Like double T. Oh yeah, you missed. Oh yeah, the mosaic, the hobby box and mosaic. That was a eBay purchase that I got. I'll have to show you what I traded for. I did have two eBay purchases, but one I decided I got was able to trade for. So this I traded, and I got a trade on eBay for. And they brought it back for another year. So then I made an announcement for my 200 subscriber, if we ever get there, that I found out through a mess of things that they made a Japanese edition of Tops, and once we get to 200, I'll get the hobby box of it, and then I'm going to pick two winners, and I'm going to do the same thing I did for my 2020 UK, but instead of 4 winners, it'll just be 2. And one winner will get the top half of the box, and the other winner will get the bottom half of the box. I got a junk wax box that's coming in this week too that I found for cheap that I'm gonna use for my old school Thursdays. Yeah, neither did I. I was watching Robert. It's whatchamacallit. I was watching his. He got a mail day in, and the person that gave him that sent him stuff sent him some cards, some A's cards, and they had, they had an A's card from 2020, 2021 Japanese version, and instead of the Union Jack, it has the Rising Sun flag on there. So I was like, I didn't know they made that. So I looked it up on eBay, found it, and I was like, okay, so that's what we're going to use for my 200 subscriber giveaway if we ever make it over there. We keep hovering around 189 to 192. I think I need some more water. Yeah. I actually do a set break because I do have the complete set hand collated of 2020 UK. And you can always set break that and throw them in team bags. And have a complete set of 2020 update as well. Set break. So I really don't have any connection to any of these new players. And unless they're an autograph or a relic or like a number card that's like a short print or whatever, I don't really keep them. Like this Topps Black JT Realmuto. If it was somebody a bigger name than that, I would keep them, but it's JT Realmuto. I don't have no. Phillies fan might love them and want them, but not for me. If I thought Reggie Jackson was his playing days, then yeah, I'd probably keep it. But I don't know why I have that one over there. I just keep his like him. I grew up with Craig Biggio playing, but I never was a fan of Craig Biggio, so I just keep his rookie cards. Yeah. Like I say, you put these like now seeing like the rookie cards, they're not going to be in there because I have a rule for rookie cards. And I keep them for 5 years because after 5 years, you pretty much know if you should keep them or not. Because you got it's like and like I told CV, I go your biggest thing is like Shohei Ohtani. Okay, everybody wanted his rookie card. And his following year, he was hurt. Then this year, he was doing good. So everybody wants his rookie card again. So you really don't know what you're going to get. And then you got like something, what's his name? Yeah. It's like, what's his name from the Orioles? Cedric Mullins. Everybody's like, you don't want Cedric Mullins, blah, blah, blah. And then he had a good year. Now everybody wants Cedric Mullins. Well, what if that was his only good year? What about next year and the years after? He sucks. You never know. That's why I always say you have a 5-year plan when it comes to rookie cards. Yeah, and then he may have this 1 year and he might get hurt next year. Or they might figure him out and figure out how to pitch to him and how to hit against him. I mean, the good thing about Shohei is he's in the American League, so if he can dominate pitching in the American League, then that's saying something to your credibility because the American League was always been known as a home run hitting league. In the National League, if he wasn't a dominated pitcher, then he wouldn't last in the National League. It's like Byron Buxton, he just started coming. Xander Bogaerts, he just started coming up all of a sudden. Christian Yelich, he was pretty good for a few years, and then he kind of slumped off, and now everybody's questioning about him. I need a squish. And there's people like Ortiz who I never really liked. Oops. I never really liked those Red Sox teams because everybody was going to bat for the Red Sox because they were talking about how the Yankees were trying to build a championship they're trying to buy a championship. And I'm like, you guys really don't realize that the Red Sox were in there doing the same exact thing. They were offering those big contracts to those guys too. And as I explained earlier with the Dodgers, I don't like the Dodgers too much. I didn't mind the Dodgers in the 90s, but when the 2000s came around, I couldn't stand them because when they started winning, everybody was a Dodger fan. Then when they started losing, oh, I never was a Dodger fan. You got me confused with somebody else. All right, Origami, have a nice night. Thanks for stopping by. It's like, like Garrett Cole and Jacob deGrom and Soto and all them. Yeah, they're good players, but their cards the cards towards the end of the years ain't going to be worth anything. If you get the cards you want to get for players is like their first and second year. Rookie cards are always going to be worth something if they're good. And then their second year, maybe third year, fourth year. I never seen anybody's fifth year card be worth a lot of money. You get their first 3-year cards; those are the ones you want to keep. It's like I know I'm about to become blasphemous right now. Probably lose some subs over this, but I'm not on the Mike Trout hype train. Do I think he's a bad player? No. I think he's a good player. But I just don't, I'm not on the hype where he's at. He's in his 10th season. He's getting hurt within the first 3 months of the season. And I know I don't know about his seasonal statistics, if they're about the same or if they went down or what, but it's just, I don't know. Every trout, you gotta hold every trout. And I'm like, no, you don't. Because these trouts right now, these 2021s and 2022s, I mean, the only way that their value of those are going to go up is if he comes back next year for the rest of his career and just puts up number after number after number after number to where he becomes the all-time king of everything. The only card that's really going to have any value is his rookie card, his Gold Cup card, and maybe his third year card. It's in that double T. I'll see that's kind of different though, because Vladdy and Bo, those are your J's. So unless you meant Bo Jackson, then. But yeah, Bo Jackson's found some new life within collectors because of us keeping his legend alive. I see this got pulled out of one of those mystery boxes. Freddie Mitchell was I wouldn't even say he's an average receiver, but don't need that. Chris Mim, he wasn't anything, so I don't need that. And I definitely don't go by these SGC and WCG card world class grade. Yeah, see, I wouldn't even go by those guys. Well, it's gonna be interesting if I don't know how the owners of the Blue Jays are with money and spending money, and depending on the attitude of both of those guys on wanting to have money, or if they're team players. If they can keep those two, they'll have a really good chance, along with Peterson. I don't care about that. Quinn Bellinger, Ricky Carter in there. Okay, Smith. Rookie. You. That's the thing about teams is they want to do these they have I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah. Well, it's like everybody that they say all these super teams and everything. I mean, there's not really a such thing as a super team. Because if you really think about it, if you really want the first super team, you have to go back to the 50s. The 50s and 60s, where you had the Celtics winning 8 straight championships in a row. Every one of them, I think every one of their starters is a Hall of Famer. And they didn't have free agency back then. So people just got paid. And if everybody's willing to take a pay cut to win a championship, you can't really call it a super team because if they're not getting uh, money to play unless one of them gets paid, and then the rest of them take the pay cut. But I mean, if you're willing to take a pay cut to get a championship, you know, you can't really say it's a super team because if I wanted to go, if I was one of the top players in the NBA, and I went and there was two other top players in the NBA, and all of us were willing to take a pay cut to get on one team to win a championship. You can't really call that a pay, or you can't really call it a super team. It's a smart business move because if you're really just wanting a championship and not worrying about money, what's the big deal about you signing with other people? If you all have the same goal of winning championships, then take a pay cut, win your championships, and then when you're done winning championships, you want to start making money, then ask for more money. Go somewhere else. And mosaic cards are slick. As much as I don't like LeBron, I can't say that. And whenever I hear somebody say, "Oh, he's built a super team," no, he didn't. There's been teams that would be considered super teams a long time ago, but just because your dislike for him is clouding your judgment, and I really don't like to defend LeBron, but he had two players I wanted to take. There's Luke Vomit. You got two players I wanted, like Dwayne Wade and Bosch. They were willing to take the pay cuts to have LeBron there, and I can't help it. People were willing to play for less pay. Why is that a bad thing? I don't get it. I mean, look at Kobe and Shaq. They both had a bunch of money paying out to them. I mean, you had a bunch of little role players, and they all fit into their role play. You had Robert Horry, who won 2 championships with the Rockets. Came over there, took less pay for a role player position. And then you just get a whole bunch of other people that are pretty good at defending or scoring, and then you got some people that are scorers, and throw them all together, and you win championships. Yeah, now he's complaining about him not getting paid. Like, dude, you purposely said that you would take a pay cut. You can't blame nobody but yourself. He was trying to say that Jordan's a trash player and a bad teammate. I was like, Jordan, I go, I go, anywhere you look on YouTube, there's a thing about Jordan saying how undervalued Scottie Pippen is and underrated, and that any any award that he would win, where he got a bonus like a car or something, he'd give it to Scottie, and it's right there on the record. I mean, you cannot make it up. And it's like, and this dude's over here trashing him. I go, you had your shot when Jordan retired, and all you can do is take him to the playoffs. Couldn't get past the Orlando Magic. And what happens when Jordan comes back? We sweep the Magic. Oh boy, that's a lot of cards. Yeah, I'm about to call it quits too. I'll talk with you tomorrow, but it won't be till later though, because I'm gonna try to see if I can get my taxes done tomorrow. And I have to and I go run around and do my pick up my check and deposit and all that fun stuff. Yeah, it should be on. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I might just say screw it and just lay down. Good night. No, there was there. I don't know if anybody else is in here, but that's it for today. I've had enough. I'm tired. Might see you guys tomorrow, maybe not. Not sure yet. But take care, everybody.